Be about what you talk about. All right, Draymond, he does plenty of talking on both ends of the floor, and during yesterday's media availability, he had some interesting comments about the old school NBA physicality. Take a listen.
What, Draymond? No way.
You know, one thing that baffles me about the 80s or the 90s or whatever you want to call when basketball was so much more physical is some of the guys that be talking weren't the guys that was punching people. You know, like they act like, you know, guys was just walking around the court like I'm hitting this guy in the nose. There were a few guys back then that would lay you out, that would knock you out, that would foul you and get thrown out the game. Bill Laimbeer, Rick Mahorn, but everybody running around acting like they were that. Y'all were getting bullied, and so it baffles me when every guy, just because they played in the 80s, just because they played in the 90s. It's like, man, if you played in our day, you get knocked out. Like, nah, not really, because it wouldn't be you.
All right, I do want to add a name to that list. I know this wasn't in the 80s and 90s, but Chiney Ogwumike, she has gotten have you seen the tech that she got recently? I was like, all right.
Can we show this?
So for that reason, I'm going to start with you.
She called me out of my name, and I had to just remind her, like, hey, sis, don't be doing that, all right? But it was all love afterward. That's a sisterhood of the WNBA. Yes, I probably lead my team in technicals and flagrants, but
that's fine.
It's fine. That's my role, okay?
Yeah, respect.
When it comes to this generational, it is. When it comes to this generational conversation about the physicality in the game, I think one thing that gets lost in the sauce is that this is actually by design. The NBA and the rule changes where you're not allowed to touch someone that is 20, 30 feet away from the rim. Honestly, the only place you can touch them is, you know, near the paint. That increases the likelihood for people to shoot, and it's harder for guys like Draymond to be that guy. And so he embodies that old school mentality. So when I think about the rule changes, I also think about the analytics where we're forcing more shots instead of maybe low post play. This works to the detriment of the reputation of young guys that play currently. And so I know we want to say, oh, you are softer because you're in this current era, we were harder because we're from the past era. The reality is the rule change doesn't allow you to be both.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that J.J. Redick talked about on Get Up and First Take is that, hey, look, the players, like my era, I grew up watching. I was 15 years old, 16 years old in 96, so I'm watching this era of basketball. This is what I grew up in. So when I get drafted in 2001, I'm still playing against Karl Malone. I played against John Stockton. I played against Hakeem Olajuwon. So I played against David Robinson, the guys that were the legends in this area. And when I say that the NBA changed the rules, and then the NBA changed the rules because they wanted higher scoring, they wanted less physicality, they want a more beautiful game, and then all of a sudden the players of our era are the ones that are being criticized for it. And so when I hear some of that energy from Draymond, from JJ this morning, I basically hear that guys are like, hey, look, we're playing the game that the NBA wants us to play, right? Like, guys aren't getting suspended and having to spend $1 million on fines. Before, you used to get a technical and you would keep playing. That's not what the NBA wants. But it feels like the players oftentimes get criticized for not being tough and not being, you know, as physical as before.
Well, look, I'm not about to get into the errors and what's soft and what's not, but I think we need to address the point that we're talking about Cedric Maxwell and Draymond Green. Cedric Maxwell made a comment about Draymond Green saying that some of the things he was doing in Game 2, and you can go back and watch the film, he was tackling people, setting illegal screens. He did something to Grant Williams. I don't know what it was, but he could have injured the man. And all Cedric Maxwell said was, if you were in the 80s or 90s and you did that, you would have got swung on. And that's the facts. And it's not like it's coming from somebody who didn't do it. Cedric Maxwell was a finals MVP who was involved with a lot of, let's get into it. He had a lot of scuffles in his day, and he wasn't saying nothing that was out of body. He was actually speaking from experience. So we're blowing it up talking about the 80s, 90s soft. No, it was Cedric Maxwell making a comment and telling his story about what he lived, that he did. So I don't know why we diving into all the extra stuff.
Well, it's not diving into extra.
Yeah, it is. He said what he said.
So what about Cousy?
He said,
okay,
this ain't about Bob Cousy.
But what I'm saying is everyone's going to talk about their era. In my era, we would have done this. In my era, we would have done this. In my era,
he worked for the station,
bro. He worked for the station.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter. Somebody asked him a question about if
today we saw some of the new generation players try to explain why certain circumstances are the way they are. Draymond, why physicality works for him, and other guys where physicality is not allowed
I don't think
because
we're
of the way
blowing,
the
I don't think
NBA
we're blowing
is.
this out of proportion.
No.
I understand.
Well,
wait, really quick. I understand what Cindy
not really
Maxwell
quick.
said.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.